It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Week one of a new NFL season. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis back with you for another year from the booth. And Charles, these San Francisco 49ers last postseason, remember they were a 6 seed, came within one quarter of getting to the Super Bowl. Quite a story, and it certainly creates a lot of optimism as they begin a new season today against Chicago.
And how about the amount of history between these two franchises? You're talking two of the oldest and proudest teams in the entire league, let alone the NFC. And how about their all-time series? It's tied at 32 wins each, with one tie. And how about this? They've alternated wins the last 7 meetings. Should make for a nice battle.
Kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see Week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for Week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. But Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
1st down for Byron Pringle, and he's a smart gamble by the Chicago Bears. They saw a guy put up 568 yards last year, and he was buried in Kansas City's depth chart. They do believe his ceiling is much higher as a full-time starter, so they brought him in on a 1-year deal to see if he's a long-term answer for their team.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 22. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And all the way down inside the 5-4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. To throw is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Purdy looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He stiff arms him. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners have moved out in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's the option going left on second down. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And here's Matt Araiza now. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On first down, Purdy. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw again on second down. Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Fields on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Nifty move. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Baker Mayfield, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Andy Dalton with 2 touchdown passes there. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Gets this one to use check. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. On third down, it's Purdy. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Fields. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on second down, Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give them.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Toward the pylon, caught.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now Montgomery running right. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action here, Purdy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, 37 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Throwing again on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Touchdown Bears! David Montgomery, a 15-yard touchdown play. And the Bears have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering, and they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. City, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.